What's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel Masika Reaction. So guys, in today's clip I want us to watch all this lady who went to a Jamaican restaurant and he was sold rice and chicken, but she came back and said the chicken was rotten. So after that things didn't went on well. So here are some of the people's reaction about that story. I want us to watch till the end and I'll be back with more comments.
Somebody. This Jamaican lady, she has this restaurant. I can't tell you what town it's in, but very nasty attitude. I went in to buy a dinner about 3 weeks ago, and she gave me some burnt up rice. Now, I paid about $27 for this dinner, and I had 2 side orders. She gave me some burned up rice and some nasty piece of chicken. The chicken tastes rotten. Now, when I got to my car and opened up the meal, the container was stinking. Okay, that's how rotten the food was. So I went inside and politely asked her for another plate because the food was not adequate. And I told her what was wrong with the food. So she got very loud, very nasty, very, very nasty lady. Instead of just taking the food back, making me another plate, I didn't eat it, hardly anything out of it. Instead of her being a nice business owner, making the customer happy, she decides to curse me out like a dog. Her attitude was so nasty, very nasty. So I already figured she was in this country illegally because she has this heavy accent. I can tell. I knew that she was here illegally, her and her husband. And I'm saying if you're going to be here illegally in this country, you can at least be humble about it, okay? And be nice to people. Because people can call ICE on you like I did her ass. So what ended up happening is she refused to give me another dinner, so I ended up losing my money. But I'm not the type of person to argue with people or anything like that. So I just took it as a loss. I said never again. But anyway, I got angry about it when I went home. I thought about it, so I called the ICE hotline. Now, I have never done this to anybody. There's a lot of people I could do this to. But I don't have a reason to call ICE on people if they're nice to me and they're doing what they're supposed to do. I have no reason to do that to anybody, but this woman was so nasty to me. I just had to get her. So I called the ICE hotline. And I told them that there are some illegal Jamaican people at this location working in a restaurant. Guess what happened? Now, that was 3 weeks ago. I drove by there today, and they are no longer there. No longer there. So I just happened to ask this man that was in the business right next to this Jamaican spot. I asked him, I said, what happened to that Jamaican restaurant that was right next door to your business? And he said, oh, a bunch of ICE agents came in there last week and, you know, they were illegal here and they got deported. That's what happened. So I was thinking, okay, all right, thank you. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, see, that's what you get for being nasty to people. So if you were in this country illegally, you better be humble and you better be grateful and you better be respectful towards Americans. That's all I'm going to say to you. Because the same thing could happen to you. All you got to do is get on that phone and call that ICE hotline number. Okay? It's on Google. And they will come there and they will investigate. But she got what she deserved, just being nasty. She didn't have to be nasty to me like that. But I got her ass. So, good riddance.
I woke up this morning to the news. A black American woman is now claiming that she called ICE on a Jamaican restaurant 3 weeks ago, and she went yesterday and have a look at it. and it was closed down. She's claiming that she purchased food, and when she opened the box, the food was rotten. She went in, tried to have a conversation with the lady. The lady was disrespectful and rude because they have an heavy accent. She's claiming that it's the lady and her husband that own the place. She didn't like it. She went home and called ICE, and now the place is closed down. So I guess they are arrested. I didn't know that having a heavy accent equal out to being illegal, because I'm living in the Netherlands and I don't have a Dutch accent and I have a Dutch passport. But maybe those people were illegal. Maybe there was food safety problem there why it got closed down. But this is what I have to say. When I got the news this morning, no disrespect, but I just know it was a Black American that did this. And I mean with no disrespect. I have a lot of you people that follow me and I follow you back, but we have to be very frank now. The hatred that some of you people have for our Caribbean people is not normal. The hatred that some of you people have for our fellow Africans, some of our fellow African brothers and sisters, it's not normal. So I just know it wasn't a Karen that did this. I know it was one of your people that did this. It is so disgusting not only to do it, but to come on social media and make videos about it. And I don't know what we're, because I went and searched for the video. I don't know what wearing a dark black glass was going to do about it. Is that your way of hiding your face? So I hope the money you make from the viral video, I hope she see this. I hope it serve you and serve you well and serve you for eternity. And I hope you sleep well at night knowing you interrupt the lives of other people, and I don't believe it was necessary. I believe it was intentional, because when I go to a news station, they said this is a technique that people have used there before when things is not going their way with foreigners and their businesses. So this is a type of behavior that some of you people have been, behaving. Very wrong. Very wrong. Because most likely this woman even used a credit card, so she could have disputed the charges. She didn't. It wasn't necessary to go off and do something like this. Very much unthoughtful. Very much cruel. Very much wicked. But Bob Marley ever sang, he said, you think you're in heaven when you're living in hell. You think you're in heaven when you're living in hell. The old world can see that America is hell. And I personally gonna leave this lady to Donald Trump, because I know Donald Trump will serve this lady right eventually. He will serve this lady right. I am not going to be stressed and depressed about this idiot, because she's clearly an idiot. I'm not calling her an idiot because I don't have anything else to do. It's an idiot that will get up and call ICE on someone. It wasn't necessary. She could have said her piece and leave. And if she used a credit card, this lady could have clearly disputed the charges and get back her money. This wasn't a route that she had to take. Very spiteful, cruel, and disgusting. But what to expect? What to expect from the black group that is convinced that they are the superior black group? What to expect? This is what to expect. This is what to expect from most of those people. This type of outrageous and outlandish and unthoughtful behavior. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. It is.
This lady here, in that picture, claimed that she called ICE agent and a couple that owns a restaurant, simply because she spent $27 and she was not satisfied with the food. She returned it and she gets some attitude. And based off of the attitude, and of course she measured them every accent and assumed that they were not so straight, and she called ICE agent. However, she went back a couple weeks later. The establishment was closed, and her curious mind led her to the gentleman that had the store next door, and he told her that a bunch of ICE agents came there and pick up the family and, take them away. So I guess that lady, if it is true, that lady is on her way to be deported or returned to Jamaica. Now, to this lady, remember I said, karma of a way where you work, you see? Because I think, honestly, it was the crime, that was committed, the punishment was too excessive for it. I think probably you could have dealt with it a different way. But then if it's $27 mean that much to you, I guess you react accordingly. But I want to also say to the lady, the owner of the establishment, if it is true that you had mistreated this lady because of her $27, knowing your condition that you're not straight, you live in a glass house, you cannot throw a stone, sister. So even though I sympathize with you, I'm also gonna touch you a little bit because, sometimes with a child, especially if we know our, situation. And when you look at it, I guess the $27 has equal value to both of them. Because while one of that said she could have walked away and leave with $27, go be the loser at $27. The owner of the establishment could have returned the $27 and be the loser after $27 same way. But she held on to it and apparently give her some attitude. And that's what subsequently lead to it. I am saying, if we know the status some of the time, we know so we're not so straight. We can't too bold and bad. We live in a critical time right now. And, you have people have different values and things and money and all of that. And so it's not uncommon that one would have overreact, when treated a certain way. Again, I sympathize with the lady, but I'm just trying to split the difference here, which there's no difference really for me to split, because the two of them, was holding on to this $27 and made the thing go too far. Live in a glass house, you can't throw a stone. The other lady to you, come have a way. Let me know what you have to say now.
So the woman called Ice Pan the restaurant. And I see every Jamaican I make video attack about it, say she wrong. But how about you not talk about the attitude of the people that are working at the restaurant and the behavior that they have while you are spending your money? What is it that Jamaican workers have to be so disrespectful, especially in a Jamaican restaurant? Why are they so disrespectful and rude? Yeah, they might never sell her any rotten food and she could have get back a refund or whatever. Or however the situation go, because none of we never did it. We would have loved to hear from the restaurant what really happened. But let us talk about our behavior as Jamaicans and everybody making videos to defend the restaurant. Whoever the worker is, we don't know. But at the end of the day, you don't remember, so we as Jamaicans just the same. We go there and then disrespect and piss we have worse than how they piss off other people sometimes. Because nobody not yet Jamaican like Jamaican. You don't have to do nothing. Them just want to see you walking at the restaurant and automatically them start their attitude like them have more man and girl problem than everybody in the world. How about we speak about that? How about we speak of a little customer service and a little respect to the persons that is coming to your establishment to spend their money with you? How about we speak about that? Yeah? How about the disrespect we don't always have and give people because you don't feel like, oh, me a Jamaican and I don't take no chat from nobody. And not everybody are going to take it. How about that? So yes, the woman never did fi call no Ice. And she never did fi take it that far. But you know if you take responsibility too. Because you know no disrespectful and no mean and angry all the time for whatever reason I don't know. A person come into an establishment, especially the restaurants, and they want to order something. And me no know which problem you have from the yard. You take up your car, come and work with you. Me no do you know nothing. The person probably not do nothing. But you know always have attitude and it's been going on for years. So you cannot blame the woman alone. Yes, she take it too far. But you can't jump up and defend Jamaican restaurant like that because you are Jamaican. You must be honest and split justice because you know some of the things them that happen in there is true. And that is the problem with us as Jamaicans. We go on like we big and bad and we bold and we run things everywhere we go. And if nobody do not know, yes, Jamaicans are going to run come defend it. How about you start tell if you take some accountability? And we say we because the island we sometimes we full of attitude, we need to check ourselves. Why not always so mad with the customer them? Even when the customer them not do nothing to you, them just ask for some quality service. What is wrong with that? And people are going to say, oh well, cook on a yard. If everybody did cook on their yard, nobody would need to go to a restaurant. Which is so fucking stupid. Persons do cook at home, but there are times when they can't. And then stop to get something to eat. Yeah, we're not going to say, we don't do for cook on the yard, I don't for cook. If everybody did cook a yard, the same restaurant them would not have a business to run. So for the dunce empty head people, them will always come for some bullshit because they want to defend the behavior of their kin. How about you think about that? McDonald's would do in a business. Burger King would do in a business. Jamaican restaurant will sell patty shop, patty and patty would do in a business. If everybody did decide say, we are going to cook and we not go out. Have some sense, no man. You can't wrong and strong all the time. Sometimes when you no wrong, you have to take wrong and split justice. Yes, we defend Jamaicans all the way. And we don't make nobody take step away. But in order to fix the situation, because not only Americans and other people, them rude to we too. You're going to buy something, them I tell you what you can and cannot get. You're running an establishment. If you go anywhere else to buy no chicken or no rice or no whatever. The only thing, if they did have a rule, say, well, no, such and such and such. Then we understand. But sometimes the cashiers and the person selling the food are making their own rules because they look by you and feel like so them not like you. Which is very weird. So we have to split justice. We have to split justice. And if we not talk up, then now go do better and it's been going on for years. Everybody knows that Jamaican restaurant workers disrespectful. And it's not getting better because everybody keep on and say, oh, make them go suck them mother. I'm not going like when you tell people go suck them mother, I go do something to them. Everybody come, suck on the mother, suck on the mother. What I gonna do? Alright, we suck with mother now. What else? We don't need to grow up and start take accountability for your behavior. Another simple that. Everybody can come defend the wrong. We don't need to do better.
Guys, have you heard about the woman who bought a Jamaican food from a Jamaican restaurant, and just because she didn't like the quality of the food, she decided to call ICE on the people? She said, oh, they had a heavy accent. The woman had a heavy accent in the back of the restaurant. So because she had a heavy accent, that is the reason why she decided to call ICE. Now, because you don't like the food and you don't like the quality, which is only $27, you think a woman's life or whatever that woman is going through at the restaurant is equated to $27. Are you telling me you couldn't just leave a bad review and just let it stay where it's at? That tells me that sometimes the people that you see, and I'm sure that's not the first time she went to that restaurant. I'm sure she's a consistent customer. But sometimes jealousy, because of jealousy, and people are not progressing in their life and they see that you're doing a business, they want to bring you down. And that, for me, is to tell everyone out there who's in a situation where they're not straight and they're out there, be careful of the very people that are around you, the very people that's been associating themselves with you, because they are the very people that's going to bring you down. It means that you cannot trust, not even your customers. Don't trust them.
The woman we call high Spanish Jamaican restaurant come to the front of the line. You me come back. Praise the Emperor. Good morning to all of my beautiful ladies. How you doing this morning? Big up on yourself on the Monday morning. You know see me on the man by the internet. Me general them. Big up on yourself. Good morning, God. Thank you for waking me up this morning. And thank you for waking up every of them. You know that's a code. God, but before me go, I want to tell you something. One vlogger try call me out and say no like how me deal with the Shalom situation. But watch the prayer, my boss. Me watch him video, and when me look on him video, he not ready none at all, because we are big miss Larry Hoover. Who? Yeah, when me say to this morning, that people clean out to New Year's. You're not ready yet for me, my general. Watch the prayer. This morning, we are going to address the lady we call High Spanish Jamaican Restaurant. And double fridge, big woman, look like one of them whole time TV there with the back big. Lord God, Lord God, Lord God. You have to come down this morning now. But hear me now. The people that are working at a Jamaican restaurant them overseas, I have a message to you this morning now. You know if you have a better customer service. Because you see where customer service costs. Why don't know if the woman have a writ against you, or she have a problem against you, or she come there before. But obvious something was up. But me I tell you people are working at the restaurant them and America know if you have a better customer service. Because majority of the customer is American or from overseas. And member and a Jamaican with no dirty style and no dirty attitude. Alright? But hear me now. The lady say she come in at the Jamaican restaurant. She buy the food. When she go back outside, the food smell like good. The meat smell rotten. Big word. The meat smell rotten. But hear what me this man, that she say. But hear me this morning and now lady. I know you go back in there with them who no catch up. You understand? You probably tell them say the food no good, the meat smell rotten. I don't know mouth meat. And a Jamaican them there. And you could have come in there in a crowd and I try diss them. Or 5 people in a restaurant. So them a go answer you. And them a go be rude about you Jamaican. Not saying that's right. You understand? But them are Jamaican. So you could have walk back through the door and say the meat rotten. And not you start see a bag of thing. And then probably I try calm you down. And you're probably up in your feelings. You understand? And because you're up in your feelings and them catch up, then good I tell us your phone smell right. I Jamaican them. I Jamaican them, then good I tell us your front rotten. So hear me this morning now. What you do is very vindictive, big word. I got bored dog it now. What you do is vindictive. Because you take you upon yourself to go to your way. If you go upon Google, if you go call heist upon the people them. For the place locked down. You're wicked. Over $27. Jesus Christ, front line. In your hat. In your hat, man. In your hat, people. In your hat. In your hat. Wall on there. In your hat. In your hat. In your hat. In your hat. So you take you upon yourself. If you call heist over $27 and make the people them go home, you have to come down. And from the way me look upon you and see you, I can tell say you don't have a man in your side. Me say the way when me look upon you, me can tell say you don't have a man in your soul. You're miserable. Your sinner bite you. You're turning on your bed at night time. You look like one of them miserable woman there. For a long time, for 19 or long. Because you could have taken the losses and go on. Over $27. And you make it seem like a something good you do. Call heist. Upon the people them. Let me tell you something. One thing I can tell you now. We have a lot of good people in America. Big them up. But you are not one of them. You are corruption. You understand? And you see Jamaican people or Caribbean people, they might say we are crab in a barrel. But one thing I can tell you now, and two things for certain. You see, when it comes to certain things, we don't have to know them. But we band together and we different with one another. As much as you say we cuss with one another and act like crab in a barrel. Because what you do, lady, is wrong. And your company and I say, oh, when they come in this country, they're supposed to act a certain way and this how they're supposed to treat. Jamaican treat American good every day. A business me run. Me treat American good every day. But you are not one of them. Remember me tell you that, because what you do wrong, I go call high Spanish Jamaican restaurant. For what? And then you take you upon yourself, to go back, they go ask the neighbor next door the restaurant. Where the Jamaican place there. So you're vindictive, you're corruption. You did one ain't gone a long time. We know it's a three side to a story, but something else is happening behind the scene where we don't know. You got there before, and not your first time. So you have a problem with them. So you plan for them. After that. Because why me that go back go hacks? Think about this, make this season and a spread for your second people. Why me that go back go hacks? Where the Jamaican restaurant there? That means that you're planning. You want them to leave. But I can tell you something, lady. God not sleep. You understand? I might feed them 12 o'clock now, but for you 12 o'clock I come too. With your big back double fridge. Look like I want tin of bully beef when you turn it upside down. And with this, yo. Hey, I gotta tell you, I'm hot for the story. Yeah. But people, leave a comment, like and share. Tell me what you think about the situation. Leave an opinion. You understand? One front line, never two. Anything after that, our knock off. Data code.
I ain't gonna lie now. I have something to talk about today. The woman that we call Ice Spanish Jamaican restaurant. You're bitter, you're bitter, you're bitter. You're bitter bad, sir. What am I gonna stay, sir? Alright. I understand what you're saying. You say you bought the food and you step outside and whatever the food, did you use the word rotten? The food rot. That's what you say. I don't know where. You know, Jamaican people, we're ignorant and we're dark. It's worse if we have try see eye to eye with what you're saying. You're not captivate what you say and you diss me. Because I can tell you now. We are type of people where we give you grace and make you explain yourself. We try to calm the situation down. But you see, the moment you want this, mama, you get this. We are Jamaican people. We don't take this from nobody. Alright. Saying that, lady, you're wrong for call. You never have to take it so far. Not even so wrong, but you never have to go that far. Come on, you know you destroy the people in life, bro. You destroy their life. How you feel I lay down on your bed right now? How you feel I go well asleep right now? Just to get up and call ice. On a whole business. You actually locked down a whole foundation. From looking at your face, you know, although I can't see your eye. But I can see your eye through the glass. It's a wicked. Yes, baby, right? And you're a devil.
Work. Because I can't tell you this, I bet you have left our work down there. So I call James already and talk to James. Me call James already and talk to James. But if I were you, I would have stopped work. Because every time I get better, I can sit down and run my tablet. And watch me. May I send ice pan you and your girl. And I have to move from the address. And I have to go change your license plate. You want to bet? Being as you are talking about obia. Me I go show you, say me I go physical with you. Me I go make ice make you go down. Your girl go down. You want to start it? I one reason I would even fuck with the woman, you know. I true she never come by me, you know. She never do it. But me tell you something. The good house suffer for you bad. You want to start it? Y'all look at hype, liar boy. Y'all look at hype. Alright, let's blood clot go. Watch me and you in the morning, yeah. Enough.
And for that lady that called the ICE on those Jamaican workers over a plate of food, I hope when they reach back home, you are never able to eat a next plate of food. Because I don't think y'all doing enough research on us. That's the problem. Y'all used to us being this vibrant, easygoing type of people. But let's go Google St. Thomas, St. Elizabeth, and St. Mary. Because as a Kingstonian, I would have traveled to those areas just for y'all. And you would have never find peace in eating another plate of food. Every plate of food, you look bad. You would have seen something another day. But I tell no lie, lady. Every plate of food will come in front of you. You would have seen some things on the plate. Everybody will ask you, where you see, cause them would see it, you know. But you would have seen it.
May I have something for address for me on Facebook this morning. And I don't like you at all. At all. There's this black American. She said she went to a Jamaican restaurant, right? And she must order something or not, and whatsoever that she order, it never suit her. So either she go back at the store or was still in the store talking to the lady. And I don't know what happened. She said the lady was mean to her. Because the woman, the lady have an accent, she knows that the lady not come from the country. It is either the lady migrate or whatsoever that she do, she get here. And you know, say instead that she stay in the store and argue with the woman or try to get some solution of, she can either get back her money or get whatsoever that she order. I don't know if I go home, she went home or not. But you know, so the woman pick up the phone and call Ice pan the restaurant. I think it was more than one Jamaican in the restaurant. It would look like some place in New York. And you know, say, a black American woman pick up the phone and call Ice pan the people them in there, plus the Jamaican lady. And when Ice come, most of the person them we are working there, they illegal. And them get deep. And she dey on Facebook and she a gloat. That's good for her. Never come to America and mess with American people. Because American people don't mess with Jamaican people. So don't come here and just believe that you wanna come here and build something. So may I say, is it jealousy, envy, or whatsoever? So you born and grow and live in America so long, and you never try to do a business, and she come in the country, she not depend on the economy to do what she do her thing. And basically, you whatsoever misunderstanding you and the lady have, you take it upon yourself to call ICE. You think a ICE agent or border patrol and them and make the place corrupt? You have some people with the behind closed door man where they corrupt. It have nothing to do with color. Nowadays, the least mistake you make, them call ICE for you. But let me tell you, see, the people them who are do that, everybody have them own 10 o'clock. Everybody have them own 10 o'clock a come. And everybody are try to make a bread for put in their mouth to eat. So let me tell you, see, what you don't like in a life, what you don't like people do to uno, do not do unto others. I know that lady, she not coming out. She coming at this guy, she coming out sunglass. So basically nobody can see her face. And what may I tell her, say she glad over it, she excited over it, and she a gloat over it, you know. Oh, she did a good job. And when the Jamaican them come in America, when them come in America, they must stay in them own lane and mix with, and the Jamaican then of mess with the American them. Let me tell you something. You see when the American them come to Jamaica, when them come to Jamaica for spend vacation or what, I used to work in a hotel industry, so me I speak of experience. Me I tell you say the guests the workers them would have roll out red carpet for the American them walk on. You see, when you go to Jamaica no deal with them the kind of way they. When me tell you say them excited for know say them can able to counteract with somebody from a different country. And when we left from Jamaica and come America, we have someone who treat we so bad. And we can vouch for that, and anybody who work in the hotel industry back at home can vouch for that. We not treat you so. No found to come to Jamaica illegally and stay there. And we're not busy with you. We don't busy with you guys. So why we come at this country and now act like okay, we are not nobody else. Somehow we come down there and see how Jamaica run. And then when we come back here, and we treat like a dog. No, we not do that because me are telling you say Jamaica praise the evil grown one who walk on when time come down there. So now come talk about when time Jamaica come America, they not mess with American people. That's wrong. That is so.
So guys, hope we watched full video, that full clip. So it is so shameful that yes, it is your right to demand whatever you've paid for. On this story, they both sides, they have got a mistake. Everyone has got a mistake, but the right way of correcting a mistake is through negotiating. It had not to reach to that an extent that the lady to call the ICE police and the restaurant to be closed down, and these people who are working there, this Jamaican, to be deported. You know, for you to be deported and your business to be shut down, yet you are there illegally, this is another story that we have just to look on it, not giving it a lightweight. This is a story that has just to be given some heavy, not even just heavy. It is a story that is coming up with big effect. First of all, the big question is, why did this Jamaican be in the United States illegally? Another question is that, why did they have to talk to this lady in a rude manner? And the big question here, where the people are having it bigger, was it necessary for this lady to call and report the Jamaican restaurant to the ICE police so that it can be shut down? So yes, we go outside of our country to look for a good life, or we go to work overseas so that we can better the lives back at home. So on this story, it becomes so sad that we reach there and things don't work out the way we were hoping. Regarding to this story, it is so sad that, yes, as humans, we have that bad times. So I think this lady, when she went back and claimed the rice and chicken was not good for her, I think they were customer. They must be that customer discipline. But you see, there was a misunderstanding in between them, and the lady got hungry and reported them, and they were deported immediately. You know, a black person being in a white country, especially illegally, trust me not. For that tiny mistake or any mistake, you are deported back and you are chased away, because the racist still exists. And if I'm lying, we've just watched what happened to the Jamaican restaurant. These Jamaicans were just trying to find something small to sustain their needs and to make life better back at home. But you see, this time around, everything they don't have anything. Their restaurant is shut down. They are deported. So they don't know where will they start. And for this lady who went on and called, she had the audacity of saying that I went back there and asked what happened to the Jamaican restaurant. Yes, we are not defending the Jamaicans, but at least she could have come another day and settled this dispute down, and they have a dialogue. And she tells them, no, today your food wasn't good enough, or the past days your food, I bought here food, it wasn't good. I think you need to improve on your services. I think that's how you sort out dispute. Dispute is sought in many ways, but calling the police should have been the last option. So these people are just home. They for now they are jobless. They are homeless. They don't have money. They don't know where to start, as they were deported back to Jamaica. So I'll just have to encourage my brothers and sisters, these blacks who are all over overseas. When you are working overseas, try to work on your discipline and avoid being in dispute with these whites or with any other person, especially when you are in a given country illegally. It's so touching and sad story that I've ever brought in this channel. So guys, that was all for now. Thank you for watching. Till next video, God bless. One love.